you read the title right? The only way that you actually get rich is quick. You building up, you saying that you're going to slowly compound over time, that you're, or not compound, but you're slowly going to grow over time, that you're going to grow like this slowly but surely, is actually why you're not going to make it in the life insurance industry, right? And if we've not yet met, my name is Johnny Nitafan, and in this video, I just want to share with you guys why the mindset, right, of getting rich, the reason why that you can, the only way that you actually do get wealthy is by doing it fast, especially when you're in the business world. This isn't personal finance advice. This is strictly just how you really grow and scale your business. And it all comes down to the mindset, right? Because it's not like a get rich quick scheme. It's not like a, hey, you just all of a sudden you just do nothing, right? The reason why the mindset of you have to get rich, and the only way that you truly get rich is by doing it quick, is because it forces your mindset to condense all the time, all the energy, and like could solely focus on doing one task really well and over the long haul, right? And so the reason why I fully believe that this is true is because when it's all about Parkinson's law. And I don't know if you've heard of that before, but if you haven't, what Parkinson's law is the time that you allot to a certain task, it'll actually grow into being that long, right? And here's an example. This is a perfect example for where you're at now. A couple things. First one, tax bill. Tax bill all of a sudden comes out, boom, you just have to pay it. You figure out a way to be able to pay that, but you could have been paying that over time, so you're not all of a sudden you have a deadline you have to absolutely meet, and boom, you hit it, right? That's Parkinson's law. You waited all that time, and all of a sudden, boom, you figure out a way to do it. Another thing is when you're in high school or middle school or school in general, you had an assignment due, and the teacher says, hey, in 3 weeks, this assignment is going to be due. And so you're like, hey, I'm definitely going to do it, but you wait 2.5, maybe even two months and 3/4 of a month. And all of a sudden, the last week, the last day, you're getting it done. Well, you could have done that right away, but in your mind, you gave yourself 3 months to be able to do it, and it took you that long. Same thing goes with business. If you're giving yourself 30, 40, 50 years to finally make $10,000 per month, the likelihood of you extending that out to the rest of your life and not doing it is probably going to happen. And so the reason why I'm so passionate and really believe this fully, because I speak with so many people on a day-to-day basis, agents just like you, say very similar things, and I know right away that it's probably not going to actually work out for them, is when they say, hey, I'm just going to build up to making $10,000 per month. I'm going to build up to that. It's probably going to take 3 to 5 years. But the reality is that is an excuse that people are holding on to not take massive action, to not go out and get it all done. Because we're trained, taught, educated to that, hey, don't set big goals. Maybe you just be more realistic. Maybe we should think this through a little bit more. Maybe we should think of alternatives. Maybe blah, 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 blah. But we don't actually get down to the root issue. Why are you not making $10,000 a month right now? Why are you not making $100,000 in your business right now? Because there are people way younger than you, people doing it 3 months in, that are actually doing it. And so the thought process behind actually getting wealthy and actually succeeding in your business and making $10, $20, $30, $40,000, whatever your goals are in your business, the reason why you're not hitting them is because you're giving yourself a long time to be able to hit those. You're not giving yourself strict deadlines like, hey, I am going to lock myself in the room, right? Like I'm literally got the whole setup right here, but I'm literally locked in, I'm dialed in, I'm going harder and faster than I ever have before, because I'm not giving myself my whole life, because I never know if I could die tomorrow. And so I'm giving myself strict deadlines so that, hey, I'm hitting it, I'm going, I'm moving fast, because I have momentum built and I'm continuing to build that momentum. But when I first started out, when I didn't have $10,000 in my bank account, when I wasn't making $10,000, $20,000, $40,000 per month, I had to take extreme, massive action, right? Aggressive action, right? And you take a bunch of action and you consistently correct. As you go, you're going to get feedback. That's what you need to be able to scale to the next level. You need feedback, you need data. The reason why people are way further ahead of you is because they have more feedback than you. And so the reason why you take massive action is because you need data. Okay? the reason why data is so important, because that allows you to strategically move and scale your business. And so when you're just starting out, you have no data, you're starting at nothing, you have zero, you have no momentum, you don't know what works and what doesn't. And so that's why take massive action. When I first started, I was told make 250 dials per week. What I did is I ended up going 1,000 to 1,500 dials per week, 200 to 300 dials per day, non-negotiable, because I knew that I'd get way more feedback. I'd figure out more ways to get it done right, also a bunch of ways to do it wrong, and failing forward. I was going for no. I was going for the I was acting with extreme urgency because I knew if I didn't do it now, I might I might not ever get it. If I don't do it now, it might not ever happen. I might lose motivation. I might get tired. I might get discouraged. I might trick myself or actually sell myself out of why I shouldn't be making 10,000 a month, why it's actually bad. And that's why it's so important, especially when you have the thought, give all of your focus, all your energy, all that towards hitting that goal, right? When I'm thinking in the shower, I'm thinking about, hey, what problems do I need to solve? What can I do better so I can get 1% better every single day so I can start compounding my growth? And all of a sudden make 10, make 20, make 30, make 40, make 50, right? It compounds over time, but it only compounds if you do massive action and you're acting with extreme urgency, knowing that, hey, I am going to hit this soon. Why am I not hitting it? Because I should be there right now. I should expect excellence from myself, from my family, my future, but for some reason, I'm not. So what is it? Is it a mindset? Is it my identity's not there? Maybe I don't feel like I deserve that. Maybe I don't feel like at 20 years old when I got in the industry, maybe I thought that at that point I wasn't able to accomplish that goal. I wasn't deserving of it at that point. So for you, wherever you're at, it might be a mindset change. It might be a skill set change. Maybe you don't have the skill set to go out and do it. The way that you solve that, and maybe you feel anxious a little bit, go out and do massive action. Go out and make 50,000 calls like I did in my first 9 months, and then I became profitable. Like, that's why I'm able to speak with so much conviction, because I took it and I made took aggressive, massive action. It wasn't pretty, but I was able to learn way more. I was able to condense what takes most people 5 to 10 years to do, and I condensed that in 9 months so I can actually scale faster. And that's why it's a mindset change, because a lot of people are like, dude, how do you go from making $2,000 a month at Starbucks to all of a sudden making $20,000 a month in less than 2 years? How did you do that? How do you start making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month just starting, coming from fairly quick? But if you actually looked, it wasn't quick. It took me a year and a half of grinding and absolute pain. It was tough. It was challenging. But I was able to condense that time that takes a lot of people 5-10 years to do, and I condensed all the learnings, all the mistakes. The reason why you're not at 10,000 a month is because you don't fully know how to do it, and you haven't made enough mistakes to be able to actually know what that looks like. You don't have the skill sets yet. And the way that you gain the skill sets is by doing messy action, right? You mess up, you fall on your face over and over and over and over and over again, and act with extreme optimism, knowing, hey, the reason why I got to think about it, the reason why I need to talk to my spouse, I need to talk to my partner, I need whatever the objection that they gave, the stall for why they didn't move forward, is because you weren't able to overcome that. Cool. How do I do that? How do I drill those? How do I figure out exactly how to role play that with somebody else? Hey, I'm grabbing other people, pulling other people in. Hey, let's figure this out. Let's solve this problem. Because it's all about the theory of constraints. There's a problem in your business right now. That's why you're stalled. That's why you're stuck. That's why you're not moving past 3,000. That's why you're not moving past 5, 10, 20,000. There's a reason why you're not able to scale, and take your emotions out of it. When you take the emotion out of it, you stay in motion, right? So take the E out of emotion and you stay in motion. So think about it from a logical perspective, and that's why numbers do not lie. Numbers will give you the data that you need, right? That's all the data compiled in and compressed in so that you can scale to whatever number that you want and whatever number you find meaningful. So it's not like, hey, all of a sudden there's this new quick, easy way to do it. It's hard. It's challenging. I'm not saying that it's easy, but It's a mindset shift that, hey, I'm going to take massive action. I'm going to solve every single problem. I'm going to conquer every single barrier that gets in my way so that I can hit the goals that I want. And then I can scale to whatever capacity that I want to. And so I want to share that with you. Don't fall into this trap of Parkinson's law saying, hey, I have 10 years to do it. You don't. You never know what's going to happen. You never know if this opportunity that you have right now that you can take hold of, that you can actually move forward with, that you can attack and actually change your family's life. You never know when it's going to go away. You never know what could happen, right? It's unlikely life insurance is all of a sudden going to cease to exist, but you never know if the opportunity right now is going to be here forever. There's FCC laws coming in. There's people in Medicare that are getting their commission shut down. You never know what could actually happen. So you have to seize the moment. You have to seize the day. You have to seize every opportunity and take it and understand that, hey, time is limited. James talks about life is but a mist. What are you going to do, right? What are you actually going to do? Are you going to wait 15, 20 years to actually accomplish your goals? Or are you going to accomplish it right now, knowing that you have an opportunity in front of you that could be here and gone forever, right? There's going to be other opportunities if this one goes and fades, but it's all about seizing it, taking it by the horns, taking your life in your control and understanding that you are where you're at because of you. There's hyper accountability, knowing that, hey, where you're at right now is because of you, but if it's up to be, it's up to me. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. So I'm going to take this opportunity with full control. I'm going to take complete control of my life and my future and my family's future. And I know that I'm here stuck in debt, right? This is what I was saying to myself when I was in debt. I'm here because of me. The person I am, there's something in my being that has caused me to be in this spot. Now, what do I need to do to be able to scale up to whatever capacity that I want to and need to? And I solved that problem. There's a problem in my life that I needed to solve, and boom, I solved it. And all of a sudden I became the man that was deserving of making $20,000 a month. And I'm nothing special. I share this with you because I know that you can do it. I believe in you. I actually think that you have more in the tank than you think, but your mindset might be holding you back. The skill set might be holding you back, right? Your character traits might be holding you back. Maybe you make the money and all of a sudden you spend it like this. Maybe you don't have the personal finances habits down pat. Maybe you're not getting up and actually going and crushing it in the gym. Maybe you're not close to God as you feel like you should, right? It's because of you. So maybe there's a character trait in there, the lack of humility to go out and fail, to go out and make 5,000 mistakes and fall flat on your face when your family is when your family is it feels like it's all on the line, right? So I believe in you. I want you to succeed. I want you to win, and know that it's all a mindset. Getting rich fast is not bad. And fast is relative. It's not really fast, but it's fast in other people's eyes. Because when people say, hey, you went from making 2,000 to 20,000, 40,000 a month within a year and a half, like, dude, there's got to be something illegal you're doing, and it's not. There's just a belief around the world that I chose not to attach to. The other people might have, but I didn't. I'm not going to associate with that. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is a lot of the stuff that I help people with, because usually it's not really like the skills are the more simple part. The really challenging parts of life are the mindset and belief systems. That's why I really believe in getting a community. That's why I believe in getting coaches, because when I hired coaches, the biggest thing that has really helped me, truly, genuinely, like that has helped me, is realizing that, dude, this person's at $150,000 a month in income, and like I can do that. I definitely can do that. I can. It pushed me to another level, because I realized, dude, this guy's 20 years old. Like, he's making $150,000 a month. How do I do that? How do I figure this stuff out? When I hire like 20, 30-year-old coaches, like, they just know something else that I don't know. So I need to get in the room. I can't afford not getting into the room. I can't afford, even if I take one tidbit, right? Like, I've learned a lot from a bunch of people, but like there's sometimes where I'm like, dude, if it's just a simple belief, like, hey, if he's making $150,000 a month and showing it's possible, why can't I do that? Why can't I go out and be that person? Because I can. He's nothing special. They're nothing special, right? And so that's why I believe so much in mentoring a community, is because it literally feels like a hack, because you're masterminding it. They call it a mastermind for a reason. The reason why it is a mastermind is because you're able to solve problems really fast together. Imagine trying to solve one problem by yourself, but imagine if you have 50 other people, 100 other people on the same mission that they actually have vested interest to help solve the problem for you, because either the law of reciprocity, that you'll help them when they have a problem, or they can scale their business and make more money too. When there's a problem that's out there and there's 50 heads, 100 heads like in mind solving the problem, it becomes a mastermind. It becomes, hey, everybody's trying to solve these problems, so then you move a lot faster. If you want to go far, go alone, right? You can do stuff quick. Boom, 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 and that's how I used to feel. And then I realized if I truly want to go far, I have to go together. I have to link up with other people to be able to help, because if all the burden is on me, I won't be able to go as far as I want. And so that's why I fully believe in coaches, mentors, like getting around people who actually can help me out, that can help me really scale to whatever capacity that I want, because I either have a belief about the world that needs correcting, and maybe they help me with that. Maybe they help me with like an actual tactical thing. Hey, how do you run Facebook ads? How do you run YouTube? How do you actually grow content? All this stuff, right? Or it's maybe a character trait. Maybe I need to work on being more disciplined, and they help me with that. They give me the accountability for that. And so what's cool is coaches actually compound on each other, because what happens is once I buy into one person's course or program, boom, take all his information, then I take somebody else's information, all of a sudden I'm able to get to another level. And maybe I took the beliefs from here, character traits from here, and skills from here. Boom, all of a sudden that's a $2 to $5 million a year skill that I actually have now, or a mindset or a whole package that I can go out and actually scale way faster. And I paid $30,000 to make $5 million a year. Like, that's totally worth it. And so that's what I truly believe about those things, because it helps me compact all the mistakes that they've made, all the challenges that they've had. I've compacted all those together so that I can scale a lot faster. So I want to see you guys win. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you guys make more money than you ever thought humanly possible. And the reality is, the reason why you're not at $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 a month, or even $10,000 a month or $5,000 a month, the reason why you're not there is because you're lacking either belief, character trait, or skill. So figure out exactly what you feel like that is from an outside perspective without emotion. Figure out exactly what that is, solve that problem, then you'll be able to scale. Simple as that. That's why slow is steady, steady is fast. So go slow, slow is fast. You got this. I want to see you guys win. I want to see you succeed. If you guys need anything, reach out to me on Instagram, or just book a call down below and join the community. Looking forward to seeing you there. Peace.